yeah, Bank of America. Got a bank and it's not in America.
We are here live at O-Line Masterminds, year 8. It's your most handsome host, T. Stead. I'm here with little bro T. Smith, Tyler Smith. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing great. Excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Man, I know you were born in 2001.
Yes,
Dog, I was born in 91.
Yeah.
I ain't never felt older than right now, dog. Never felt older than right now.
I mean, bro, I'm 24, bro. I ain't too far behind now, bro.
Man,
Hey,
24. You
Yeah,
don't even
bro.
stretch. You don't even got to warm up. You could just jump right on the field.
hey, bro. It's I'm still doing my warm up show. Don't worry. Start early before it gets too bad where you can't. For real. But yeah, bro. It's when worlds collide, huh?
No,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
You was drafted in the first round, 2022, out of Tulsa, University of Tulsa, here to the Dallas Cowboys. You're also from here,
Yeah.
from Fort Worth. How is it playing at home?
I mean, I think it's great playing at home. Like, obviously, like to fall into a situation where you're drafted by the hometown team. I was extremely blessed. And like, I get to have my mom be with me, so she helps me out, like cooking for my dogs or whatever
that's
it may
fire.
be, making sure that the house is where it needs to be. And so that was like great for my support system. Now I will say I think it came with a level of responsibility as well. Like, 'cause, being from here, you have a lot of connections back home. You're obviously gonna have a lot of people who want to be around you, but you just gotta be wise enough to know what you can allow in your life and what you can't, especially when you're trying to be a professional at a business that's at the top of the world. Like you in the top division for fighting for a world championship.
Yeah.
So I think that's something it was always a blessing to come home, but I think it's something that you gotta be responsible about as well. For sure.
I wanna ask you about that, though. I wanna ask you about the challenges of playing at home. Like it's great. Like you say, you got mom, you still get home cooking, you still got your closest friends. But what about the challenges of knowing so many people from teachers, coaches, ex teammates, and like everybody that want access, but you don't have the time, you don't have the capacity, like you can't be there for every single person. Like, what are those challenges?
I mean, I think that's something because I came to the league at 21 years old, and I definitely think that's a conversation that has to be had with like young successful men, like because I feel like often we try to put the weight of the world on our shoulders, and we want to take that burden off everybody's shoulders, but you cannot satisfy everybody, and ultimately, if you're not taking care of yourself, you are incapable of taking care of anybody
That's
else.
real.
And that's something that I learned like just as I grew up, like, so and so might want to hang with you, but you like, hey bro, like, I can't hang out like that no more. Like I'm in a different lane trying to do a different thing. But when we can get together and we can get together, bro, like we can kick it and get together and do
What
whatever.
about the ones that don't understand that though? They're the ones that like, nah, man, T. Smith, you switching up.
Is that, and there are gonna be people like that, but if they're truly for you, that won't be an issue.
That's a
like
bar.
all my closest
That's real.
friends, everybody who I still talk to is in my circle to this day. Is understood like, ultimately not only the field I'm in, but the commitment it takes to be successful in that
That's
field.
real.
And so like, I think that's something that every player, every businessman, every person trying to aspire in life to be great, you have to understand that like everybody cannot go, and those who will ultimately go need to be people who are truly for you and love you as an individual.
That's real. That's
Yeah.
real. You were drafted out of a smaller school, University of Tulsa, in the first round. Some scouts said that the Cowboys reached
Right.
to go up and get you in the first round. Already in your young 3-year career, you're a 2-time Pro Bowler and an All-Pro. What can you say, or what do you say to those scouts that ones when you first got drafted was like that was a reach?
I mean, and I think the most important thing, bro, is just being humble about everything. It's ultimately, bro, like, I'm blessed to be who I am, bro. I was
Sure.
blessed with the abilities I'm given. And, I won't lie, like, the disrespect was loud at first, and it can be loud, but every player and everybody in any field needs to understand you're gonna have people, you're gonna have critics. Like anytime you're doing something great, you're gonna have somebody who's gonna critique it. What you ultimately gotta focus on and hone on. And what I did, like even after hearing those comments, like even after, some people around me who were really close to the situation who like agreed with those sentiments, who didn't think
Damn.
like, yeah, like who were super close, and I won't name anybody, but like,
Yeah.
they agree with those sentiments. Like,
Call
it
them
was
out.
like, yeah, like, but they was like, yeah, bro, like, I thought so and so as well. Like, and I was kind of like, okay, but
Wow.
I knew who I was. I knew ultimately like God placed me in a place where I could flourish because He doesn't make mistakes. And so I think the biggest thing was putting my head down and just continue to ascend as a player, continue to get better every day,
Yep.
and ultimately like the critics will keep talking, like, but your play on the field is only gonna speak for itself.
That's a fact.
No.
And you got that chip on your shoulder. You coming from a smaller school.
Mm-hmm.
I know where you from. Being from here, you coming from a place that you got a lot of pride. Like you want to be. You got that chip on your shoulder. You play the game that way. You a dog, man. I'm a big fan of everything that you've been doing. Going into year 4 now.
Right.
We can the Dallas Cowboys offensive line survive with the departure of maybe the greatest offensive lineman ever, Zack Martin, with his retirement? How are you guys looking? Can this Cowboys O-line get back to dominance?
I truly believe that with the talent, and the players that we have in our room, we can flourish. Not just survive, we can flourish.
Love it.
Like,
Love it.
I mean, the sentiments, the commitment to excellence, that Zach, Tyron, and so many other people ultimately established. Like, it's stuff that me, T. Still, Brock, other guys that have been in the room, like, understand and have been around, and it's something that we embody every day in how we work. I can truly say, like, we are one of the hardest working O-line rooms in the NFL. And I think everything else is just a matter of us truly, buying in.
Yeah.
Obviously, the communication, the intangibles, the little things is ultimately, and this in big games, like deep in the season, like in general, bro, it comes down to the details. It comes down to the small things every single time. It's the thing that you write in your notes, like, oh, like when you need to make that block, like, oh, when his feet are facing this way, when his eyes do it, like stuff like that. And so I think as long as we stay together, we're on our cues. We kind of learn the new ins and outs of this, the offense that we're going to put in, and we got each other's backs, that will flourish. Like, we absolutely have the talent to do that.
Do you feel the pressure of having the lead so young? Being highly successful already in your young career, and Zack Martin retiring. Do you feel the pressure to have the lead, or are you naturally a leader?
I mean, I feel like, man, I feel like it's natural, but obviously, I feel like it's something when you have players like Zack Martin and Tyron Smith that depart, like, those are stalwarts in the game, bro.
Facts.
Like, those are, those are gold jacket dudes,
Facts.
and like, their presence is felt. Like, their presence is felt on game days and practice in the meeting room. Like, the way they do things, like, that's something that you can draw from every day, and ultimately, like, when I seen Zach retire, I knew it was ultimately, our time to stand on our own. And it's something that comes from every player. And it's ultimately something that has to be done. And like, I think it's great for me because, like, I think it'll push me to become greater in a different facet. Like, I feel like, my first couple of years, it was more like, you're focusing on your development. Like, oh, how can I be the best run blocker, pass blocker, so-and-so. Like, and now it's like, okay, how can I maintain the culture of a room? Like, how can I make sure, like, that we're cohesive, that we're together, that, we're going to O-line dinners. Like, because it's more about,
I love it, bro.
it's more than about just what you do on the field and what you do in the meeting room. Like, ultimately, like, you're gonna fight harder for somebody if y'all are truly like brothers. Like, if y'all truly, like, y'all do stuff together. If, like, y'all go over each other's houses, y'all hang out. And ultimately, bro, like, we're trying to build a brotherhood. Like, because as an O lineman, like, it's not like being a DM, bro. You can't come off that edge, like, beat one block, get a sack, and, like, you just made a play. It takes every dude doing their job every single snap in order for things to go right.
That's a
like,
fact.
and so, like, I think that's the biggest thing. It's just building that brotherhood, bro, and, like, ultimately, like, continue to further a culture, continue to understand each other, try to understand one another, lift each other up. Because there are gonna be ups and there are gonna be downs, but ultimately, like, we got to pick each other up. Like,
I love that mindset, T. Smith. I do. I love that. Being a leader, being a captain. I was a captain for 7 years, and it's low key like another part of your job. Like, if you take it serious, if you want to be really good at it, you got to put in effort. Like you said, O-line dinners, the camaraderie, like create opportunities for chemistry, not just once y'all leave the building, it's over. Like, if you really want to be a great leader, you have to get to know who you're leading.
Exactly.
So you know how they respond best to leadership.
Right.
And I love to hear that from you, being so young as a leader, and it's going to be a captain for the Cowboys for a long time. Is that you have that thought process already? Like, you got to put in effort to lead. I love it, bro. A lot of people miss that part of it, and it can be hard. It can be challenging because you can do your job, put them hours in, but then you got to go the extra mile to make sure that you get to know these guys and you know how they want to be led.
Right.
That's important, man. I live here in Dallas. I want to see the Cowboys successful. I want to see y'all win, man. I do. We have Deion Dawkins in the building, and this is the first year of the Protector of the Year award.
Right.
Deion was a big advocate of that award. Do you believe that a guard can win Protector of the Year?
I mean, I absolutely do. I do believe a guard can win Protector of the Year.
Do you win Protector of the Year this year?
I mean, I want to be the best in the league every year.
Love
so, I mean, hear that now, America. Like,
I love
and the rest of the world. But like, yeah, bro, I think a guard can win, bro. I think you just gotta. I mean, I think you just gotta be consistent, bro. I mean, obviously, you know, you gotta be an exceptional guy, and like the league is full of exceptional guys. But I don't even think the most important thing is focusing on the award itself. Like, and I think I was actually in Miami, but man, I think it was the head of player personnel. He told me the most important thing. Like, he asked me before I even got into the league. He's like, "What you want to do, bro?" And I was like, "Man, I want to win a Super Bowl. I want to be All Pro. I want to be Pro Bowl." And he's like, "Man," he said, "all these things are great, but ultimately, you're not in control of that. That's not something that
real.
you can make happen, bro. But what can you focus on? What can you control?" And I'm like. And like, you know, I wrote some things down. I'm like, you know, my attitude, my effort, you know, how I go about my business every day, you know, being consistent and working out, you know, being consistent and pushing myself to be the best.
Yes, sir.
Those are all tangible things that I control. Like, and if you do enough of that and you stack days upon days, ultimately you're going to be the best version of yourself that you can be. And the cards are going to fall where they're going to fall, but you'll know that you left no stone unturned and that you ultimately didn't cheat yourself and that you were accountable to yourself. And I think that's the most important thing I can do. Like, you know, and if I do that, like, I think I have a chance I win a Protector of the Year. I truly do.
I love it.
Like,
I love it.
I mean, that's the most important
Come on,
thing.
go and bring that trophy home to Dallas, man. I'll pull up to the crib. I just want to see it. I just want to see it. You know?
I just want to hold it, bro.
That's it. They brought the award out when I'm gone. I can't try to win one.
Exactly, bro.
You know?
They wait till y'all put in put in all that work.
No, for sure. Before I let you go, we are in an era of lists.
Right.
People love to see lists. So can you give me your top 5 interior D linemen going into 2025?
Top 5 interior D linemen going into 2025. Okay. Man, Dexter Lawrence, I got a lot of respect for Big
Number
Dex.
1, or he just on the list?
I'm going to put him top 5 in no order because I feel like everyone has a different bag and a different skill set.
Sure.
That makes them exceptional. And they play in different places too. Like, not everybody knows, but
yeah.
I think in that top 5, Dex, I think Jalen Carter is exceptional.
For sure.
Man, I gotta be careful about how I say this, bro. That's crazy.
Nah, no, you don't. No, you don't. Say what you want to say.
I think Chris Jones.
Chris Jones
is still got it for sure. Let's see, another disruptive guy. I'm talking about most disruptive guys. Chris Jones.
Jeff Simmons. We got.
I work out with Jeff.
Jeff a dog.
Jeff a dog, bro. I won't lie. I put Jeff in the top 5 for sure. Jeff in the top 5, and then
give me a young guy. Give me an emerging guy. Who to look out for this year?
Emerging guy.
Who's somebody that we should look out for this year?
Y'all should look out
to round out that top 5 that you feel like that can be in the top 5. Might be on the brink right now, but he's about to be in that top 5.
About to be in that top 5. Man. Dog, man, it's hard. I don't keep track of the opposition, but
I feel you. Or somebody that maybe not even, but that you saw him as like, this guy.
I'll say play. A unit. I don't know if I can give a top 5 person, but a unit that I really like across the board, who I think it will provide, who will play some great games, is the Rams D line, bro.
Fire.
I think the Rams D line is
fire.
I think as a unit, like, I can't name a specific guy after that. Like, I want to say like Zach Allen or somebody to round out top 5 or something like that. But like,
in Denver.
Yeah, in Denver, I think he's nice as well.
But a unit though, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I think the Rams got a nice unit on that D line.
We played the Rams in LA, and across the board, them guys was. I've recently spoke about Jared Verse and his bull rush and all that stuff. But Fisk, Kobe Turner, Brian Young, like them young men, they get busy.
They're dialed.
They are dialed in. They play hard, and they got a rotation too. They got depth.
They got depth everywhere.
The Rams D line is serious.
I think that's a unit that's exciting to see. Like,
we here at another year of O-Line Masterminds. T. Smith, before I let you go, what do you feel? How do you feel about O-Line Masterminds, and what has it done for you in your early career?
Man, I think it's great, especially for us as linemen. And I think something that it does extremely well, it brings a lot of talented dudes who are at the top of the game to the same room. And you can just kind of bounce ideas off of each other, glean info. Like, talk to the dude about how he scouts a certain dude, and just
Sure.
like, add it to your notes, add it to your toolbox. Because ultimately, I think best thing you can do as a player, like my OGs told me, always be ascending. Like always look at how you can elevate your game.
I love
Always
it.
look at how you
I
can get a
love
step ahead.
that. I
Like,
love that.
yeah, Zach told me that when he retired. He's like, always be ascending, bro. Always challenge yourself. So I think this is a great place for that. To bounce your ideas off of talented guys and ultimately like just learn a lot. So yeah.
Tyler Smith, two-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro, already just after 3 years in the league, going into his fourth year with the Dallas Cowboys. I'm your host, T. Stead. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you all for joining me here on the set. I am your host, T. Stead. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will be your home base all season here on the set, giving you the latest and the greatest. So come rock with us every Monday, every Thursday, all season long. Is going to be the place to be. Live on the set with your boy T. Stead. Peace.